What if the most powerful ad in 26 isn't an ad at all? Here's the contrarian truth that has agency owners panicking. A slightly blurry, imperfectly lit video shot on a stranger's iPhone now beats a $50,000 brand production. Consumers trust content from real peers 2.5 times more than branded creative, and 79% say user-generated content directly influences their purchase decisions. UGC-style ads on Meta and TikTok generate 4 times higher click-through rates than traditional brand creative. The polished era is officially over. User-generated content is any content created by real customers rather than the brand itself. We're talking photos, videos, reviews, testimonials, social posts, unboxing clips, the whole spectrum. It's the digital equivalent of word of mouth. And on product detail pages, featuring UGC increases conversion rates by up to 74%. The UGC platform market is projected to reach $9.85 billion in 2026, driven by brands racing to capture, manage, and deploy this content at scale. This isn't a side tactic anymore. It's the main event. So why is traditional branded content losing ground? 3 forces are converging to erode its effectiveness. First, ad fatigue. The average consumer now sees between 4,000 and 10,000 ads per day, so polished, obviously branded creative just blends into the noise. Second, algorithm changes. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook actively reward content that feels native to the feed and penalize content that looks like an ad. Third, and most damaging, trust erosion. Edelman's trust barometer keeps showing declining trust in institutions and brands. UGC sidesteps all 3 of those problems with surgical precision. It doesn't look like an ad, so it survives the algorithm. It feels native to whichever platform it's posted on, so it doesn't trigger ad blindness. And it comes from someone with zero financial incentive to lie. That combination is exactly why the UGC market is exploding into a nearly $10 billion industry in 2026, and why every performance marketer on the planet is racing to integrate it into their paid social funnels. To understand why UGC works so well, we need a quick detour into consumer psychology. Robert Cialdini identified social proof as one of the 6 core principles of influence. When people feel uncertain about a decision, they look to others for guidance. A customer review, an unboxing video, or if this product changed my life, TikTok, all serve as powerful social proof signals, far more convincing than any claim a brand can make about itself. The effect multiplies when the creator resembles the viewer. Researchers also distinguish between expertise and trustworthiness as the 2 components of source credibility. Here's the tension. Brands score high on perceived expertise but low on trustworthiness because they have an obvious financial motive. Real customers score lower on perceived expertise but much higher on trustworthiness. In most purchase decisions, trustworthiness wins. That's the authenticity premium. A 35-year-old e-commerce director is far more persuaded by a review from someone who shares their context than by any celebrity endorsement or polished brand video. This is why even a slightly blurry, imperfectly lit customer video routinely outperforms a $50,000 brand production. The imperfection itself signals authenticity. A studio-lit, color-graded ad screams corporate budget to a modern viewer. A shaky handheld clip with natural lighting and a real voice screams, this is what it's actually like. One marketing principle is now being validated by 2026 conversion data everywhere. The most powerful thing a brand can do is get out of the way and let its customers do the talking. Not all UGC is created equal, and the format you choose should match your platform, audience, and conversion goal. Here are the 5 highest performing UGC formats in 2026. Number 1, customer reviews and written testimonials, the workhorses of product detail pages. Number 2, unboxing videos, which dominate YouTube and TikTok with high purchase intent. Number 3, day in the life videos showing the product in real context. Number 4, before and after transformations. And number 5, UGC style performance creative, the new hybrid we're about to break down. Let's zoom into the formats delivering the strongest results. Unboxing videos consistently outperform because they capture genuine first reactions, the unfiltered surprise, the texture of the product, the moment a customer decides whether it's worth keeping. Day in the life content wins on TikTok and Instagram Reels because it embeds the product into aspirational routines. Before and after transformations crush it in beauty, fitness, and home improvement verticals. Each format works because it triggers Robert Cialdini's social proof at a different emotional frequency, and modern platforms reward that kind of native engagement. A notable development in 26 is the rise of UGC-style performance creative. This is content that mimics the look and feel of organic UGC but is produced with a clear conversion goal in mind. Brands brief creators with specific messaging frameworks, often the hook problem solution benefit CTA structure, while leaving enough creative freedom to maintain authenticity. The hybrid approach is incredibly effective because it combines the trust signals of genuine UGC with the strategic precision of direct response copywriting, and performance marketers are taking notice. UGC doesn't replace copywriting, it creates new opportunities for it. The copy surrounding UGC, including headlines, captions, ad text, and product page framing, can dramatically amplify or diminish its impact. When running UGC as paid social ads, the copy structure that consistently outperforms has four parts: a pattern interrupt hook that stops the scroll, a social proof amplifier that contextualizes the UGC, a benefit bridge connecting the creator's experience to the reader's outcome, and a low-friction call to action that feels risk-free. Let's break those four parts down. The pattern interrupt hook is a first line designed to stop the scroll in the first 1.5 seconds. The most effective ones are bold claims, surprising statistics, or direct questions. For example, "I was skeptical. Then I tried it for 30 days." Or, "This product replaced 4 items in my routine." These hooks work because they break the predictable ad pattern the viewer has been trained to ignore. A scroll stopper in 2026 has to feel like a discovery, not a pitch. The social proof amplifier is a line that contextualizes the UGC. Something like, "Over 12,000 customers agree," or "Rated 4.9 stars by real users." The job of this line is to scale up the credibility of the individual creator's voice. One customer's story is interesting. 12,000 customers with the same story is a movement. When the viewer sees numbers, they unconsciously translate the creator's experience into a statistical claim, which is far more persuasive than any branded testimonial. The benefit bridge connects the UGC creator's experience to the reader's desired outcome. This is where copywriting skill matters most. A weak version says, "Try it today." A strong version says, "If you're tired of specific pain point, this is what changed everything for me." That second version transplants the creator's transformation directly onto the viewer's shoulders. The psychological mechanism is simple but powerful. The viewer starts imagining their own before and after arc, which is the mental state that precedes a click and a purchase. Finally, the low friction call to action. Make the next step feel easy and risk-free. Instead of "buy now," try "see why it's rated 4.9 stars." Instead of "sign up," try "find out if you qualify in 60 seconds. The principle is to remove every psychological barrier between the viewer and the click. Free shipping, money-back guarantees, free trials, no credit card required. Every friction point you remove can lift conversion rates by single-digit percentages, and at scale those percentages become serious revenue. The quality of UGC you receive is directly proportional to the quality of the brief you provide. A strong UGC brief should include the target platform, the desired hook angle, the key benefit to emphasize, the call to action, and clear do's and don'ts about visual style. Tell creators to film vertically in natural lighting with a real voice. Tell them to avoid studio polish. The brief should give strategic direction without scripting the content word for word, because scripted UGC immediately reads as fake. Where do you find these creators in 2026? 3 reliable channels. First, your own customer base. Email your top repeat buyers and offer a small fee plus free product. Second, UGC marketplaces and platforms that connect brands with vetted creators at scale. Third, micro-influencer networks with audiences under 50,000 followers. Micro creators actually outperform macro influencers on authenticity metrics because their audiences perceive them as peers, not as paid endorsers. That's the whole point. We're optimizing for peer trust, not celebrity reach. To scale UGC production without losing authenticity, build a content engine. Start with a swipe file of hooks, angles, and formats that have already worked for your brand. Test a batch of 5 to 10 UGC ads per week, kill the bottom performers and double down on the winners. Then repurpose every winning UGC across Meta, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and your product detail pages. One creator's video can fuel a month's worth of paid social placements when you repackage it correctly. The UGC platform market hitting $9.85 billion in 2026 reflects exactly this kind of systematic deployment at scale.